Hey everyone, thank you so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I have a Dell Precision 5510. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your RAM. So first thing, power down your computer the correct way. Make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip the computer over to access our bottom case screws. Now you have a total of 10 screws, 4 along the bottom here of my screen, 4 along the top of my screen, and then 1 on either side, left and right towards the middle. After that, this little panel here, you're going to flip it up. There's going to be a little groove right here. You're going to put a little flat metal pry tool in there, pop this panel up, and there'll be a screw in this corner and a screw in this corner as well to take up this bottom case. After all the screws have been removed, you're going to take a small flat pry tool. I suggest a plastic pry tool as it will scratch your computer far less than a metal one will. You're going to go across the seam of the bottom case and pry it up from the computer. It's probably best to start from the top corner of my screen here or here near your hinge covers. And if you get stuck at a certain area, leave it, go to the other side and continue in the other direction. Last thing to shout out about this, make sure you don't put the pry tool too far in. There are internal components near the edge. You could damage something. Just keep the pry tool right on the edge and slowly pop that bottom case up. After the bottom case has been removed, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, whenever I'm working on a computer in my shop, I have it sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to use to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. I will have a link above. Also below in the description, it'll take you to a list of all the supplies and tools that I use in my shop, along with some recommended accessories. Now, before I do anything in a computer, I always remove or at least unplug my battery. A computer is safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through it. Now, the plug to your battery is right here in the top right-hand corner of your battery. Now, this goes for any cables or any wires in any computer that you work on. Try never pulling on the actual wires. If at all possible, try to just manipulate that plug. And as you can see here, there's a little lip on that plug right there, a little one on the right. If you can use a small flat pry tool, you may be able to wiggle that out without pulling on these wires. If you do need to pull on the wires, grip all of them and very slowly, gently wiggle that plug out. You want to be very careful when pulling on wires in a computer. To remove the battery, you see this little notation here, M2X4. Those are M2 screws times 4 of them. So there's 2 of them right here near the arrows, and then 2 down here near the arrows. That's how you would unplug your battery. Now that the battery has been dealt with, it's safe to proceed deeper into the computer. This is your RAM right here. You have 2 RAM ports side by side. The way that the RAM works is it's held in by these spring-loaded metal arms, one on either side of the RAM stick. To release the RAM stick, you will gently pry these arms apart away from the RAM stick. It will then release, and sometimes it'll even pop up a little bit so you can slide it out of this port right here. And then to put it back in, as you notice, there's a long side to the RAM stick and a short side to that port. So you can't plug it in upside down. It can only go in one way. And then after you get it in, make sure it's nice and flush. This gold section here is nice and straight. And then just press down in the center of the RAM. Those arms will snap onto it and secure it in place. Now the RAM for this computer, you're looking at DDR4 RAM. The RAM that was in it was PC4-2133P. I'll have all this information below in the description too if you're looking for replacement or upgrade RAM yourself. But I'll also have a few different RAM options below in that link with all the upgrade and replacement parts for this model computer. I believe this computer has a max RAM of 32 gigabytes, which would mean that you could max it out with 2 16 gigabyte sticks, one in each port. Most of you will only have an 8 gigabyte stick stock in this computer, so replacing that with a 16 gigabyte or putting 2 16 gigabytes in should give you a lot more speed in this computer. That should be a really nice upgrade. So again, I'll try to have several options. I'll try to have an 8 gigabyte replacement option if you guys are just looking to replace a bad stick and you want to go ultra cheap. I'll also have a single 16 gigabyte stick if you're looking for an upgrade, but not necessarily maxing it out. And I'll also include a 32 gigabyte set if you want to completely max out your RAM. So that's the video. I hope it was helpful. Please feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, but also if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your computer questions. I do try to answer all questions and comments at least a couple times a day. But make sure you do check out the FAQs below in the description. It could save you some time getting an answer to commonly asked questions. So thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.